feel like your life is in danger, you do have a right to defend yourself. But
So
I'm not recommending that.
Dude, I love cops. Cops are so funny. In the same breath, they'll be like, well, you know, you do have a right to kill the person coming into your house, giving them like basically legal permission. It doesn't make any sense. All right, we're going to watch YouTuber falls in love with obsessed fan, instantly regrets it. This is a MHUD certified.
In love with a stalker. And how dare you? And you know what? Go to sleep tonight. Sleep on your pillow and know what you did to this woman.
The one in my crack says the world is my oyster. In my crack.
Leave it up to YouTube, you know?
I don't get it. She's the YouTuber or is she the obsessed stalker?
Leave it up to YouTube.
This is Morgan, better known to her thousands of online followers as Unstoppable Morgan. And in the summer of 2023, she proves that the name is earned. Taking some time off from her usual travel videos, Morgan immerses herself in a summer romance that turns into a living nightmare of venomous allegations and twisted mind games involving money, reputation, and even
I informed her with a text message John showed me in photos posted claiming he gave her the black eye and how she demanded $400,000 for her silence to go away. Morgan stated, I know what it looks like, but he knows.
And violence. The question, is Unstoppable Morgan the innocent victim of this madness, or is she the architect?
And now he has my dogs. Now he has my dogs. Now he has my dogs.
It's August 16th, 2023 in Sparks, Nevada, and the Washoe County Sheriff's Department gets a very unusual call.
Hi, I'm calling to report a crime.
Okay, what crime?
Extortion.
Okay, where did this occur?
It occurred online. I had called the FBI last night, and they told me I needed to notify the...
I love this account for obvious reasons. One, because they always have the watermark in the most gruesome scenes. Two, because they take their job very seriously and write stuff like stock imagery posed by model under the 911 dispatcher. And last but not least, they have the vibe of a Super Bowl commercial when also talking about gruesome crimes. It's pretty funny. They always have like the yes. And then this family of 4 was executed ruthlessly by the killer. And it's like, damn, dude, why do you have that same level of energy for every part of this video? You know what I mean? Their qualified forensic analysts are often very biased. Yeah, no shit. Wow, shocked. That's how every criminology account looks like on YouTube. Oftentimes also shoveling the boot down the throat too. But it depends. It depends. Some of them are either like based ACAB guys.
As well.
Okay, is the computer at your house where this happened?
No, it's being done via social media.
Okay, what is her relationship to you?
She's my ex-girlfriend.
Okay, and what exactly was the extortion that she made?
She wanted $400,000. She made a post saying that she got a black eye, but she didn't say how or that it was me. She alluded to it and made several other posts after that, and actually did again say she wanted to be quote-unquote paid out. She said, buy me out like the last chick you bit, $400K.
It's not every day that a call comes into 911 reporting an alleged online extortion, but as we'll soon hear, that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to John's...
It's like 911, what's your emergency? I'm being extorted. Seems kind of wild, you know? I feel like that's a non-emergency hotline type shit.
Extraordinary story.
Okay, and I'm not on that property, by the way. It's only her.
Where were you?
I've been sleeping on a dirt road up in the desert up north of there.
Okay, we need you to meet with our deputies to take a report, so where do you want to meet at?
Could we meet at my office?
Okay, sir.
The dispatcher has deputies meet him at his office later that morning. It's there that John shares the stormy tale of a romance gone sour. We also find out that this isn't John's first contact with the Washoe County Sheriff's Office this week.
Yesterday, I responded out to the house for a wellness check for her.
I was here.
She was kind of in an emotional state yesterday, so it wasn't super clear. So just kind of when you guys started dating.
We started online dating, phone, distance relationship,
and how did you meet her?
Online. She's a YouTuber.
Okay.
She has an online presence.
Okay.
John goes on to explain that just like thousands of her followers, he was a fan of Unstoppable Morgan's YouTube.
Damn. Damn, she got 156K subscribers.
YouTube channel. The pair met online and started dating. Soon, he invited her home.
She had these ideas about, what she wanted to do for her next project, for her channel, and this and that. I got space. Why don't you come on out this way? So she came out this way, stayed for about a week. She went up to Idaho for a couple of weeks to...
She the fan. Yeah, do not get any ideas, you psychos. You understand me? Don't.
Go tour some hot springs and film content for her YouTube channel. We had still been talking on the phone. I was working on things.
Okay.
Yeah. She was like, okay, well, I'll come back.
But John tells the officers that things quickly deteriorated from there.
The only dick I got is for your moms.
He just progressively got more unstable. And so I was like, look.
Bro, that's crazy. So the stalker guy's like, yeah, I was stalking her, but like, she was the unstable one. That's insane. You gotta be extra unstable for that.
Still love you as a friend, but I don't think we can, have a relationship on any kind of romantic level. Then started going online and doing stuff. One day she was like, oh yeah, we broke up, and she took a bunch of stuff out of my house and was posting a live on YouTube saying that she stole my dog and she stole my Rolex and all this stuff, and was driving around live streaming it.
As John relates the story to deputies outside his office, the details of this shattered romance grow.
Wait, why just... Oh, I thought it was a police office or something. Wait, this mother has an office, but he's just laying on the side of a dirt road in the middle of the desert. That's where he's sleeping. Why doesn't he sleep in his office? Hello?
Grow more and more outlandish. Their living situation in particular has been a major source of conflict. The officer asked John when Morgan moved into the home's mother-in-law suite.
She was never really fully in the mother-in-law's. She was in my room for quite a bit, and then moved into the mother-in-law's after the first call, when your partner said, look, I checked the house, she can lock the door. He told her, you stay on that side, you stay on that side.
And what was the reason for that call? I've kind of read through it a little bit.
Right.
Like, what was the whole issue with that?
So the whole issue with that was on Sunday morning, my sister had said, hey, I was just made known to me that there were some live videos that Morgan had recorded inside the facility. She signed the NDA saying that she wouldn't film or take photos or anything, blah, blah, blah. Can you ask her to take it down? So I asked Morgan, hey, I talked to my sister. She's asking if you take this video down. She flipped out. Tell me what time, what timestamp, mother, blah, 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 going off.
John explains that Morgan had posted several videos of the inside of his family business setup, despite signing an NDA regarding pictures or videos of his work when she had visited the facility. John says that his sister then came to him wanting to know why Morgan was still living at his house.
I was like, I've been trying. I've asked her nicely. I've told her this won't work as a romantic relationship, yada, yada. And she's like, okay, fine.
John's sister and her husband decide to go out to the house to convince Morgan to take down the videos she's filmed without permission. But the conversation quickly turns heated.
She was going off. She was drunk. When they went in there, they were like, okay, well, it appears that she...
I don't know. I might be a little biased here as being a content creator myself, but like immediately, a couple red flags. One, he's a stalker. Two, he's sleeping, in his own words, on a dirt road in the desert while he has an office. There's a lot going on that seems very suspicious. An NDA for a tour of the facilities, like that part I don't really understand either.
She is packing her things up. She's clearly intoxicated. We can't ask her to drive away or anything like that. So I've literally since Sunday night been sleeping up the road by the off-road section right outside of Pyramid Lake.
Yeah.
John explains that Morgan's tantrums and sudden...
How do we know he's a stalker? Title, spoiler alert, YouTuber falls in love with obsessed fan.
outbursts had scared him to a point where he'd packed out of his own house and had been sleeping in his car up a dirt road. In his quest for a solution to the problem, John even reaches out to Morgan's family. Their response is astonishing.
I called her brother yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Your sister's been drinking for a few days. She says she's going to leave. She still hasn't left, and I'm not sure what to do. He literally responded, you do what you got to do, man. She's just had an ongoing issue with everyone in her family. Her brother was like, You know, if you gotta try to get her 5150, this, that, and the other, he's like, you just do.
Obsessed fan doesn't mean stalker. I must have missed the stalking part. What do you think obsessed fan means? Obsessed fan that actually physically meets with the YouTuber is definitely stalker territory. How else? Do you think it was a meet cute? Brother, it says obsessed fan. If they physically came in contact with one another, the moment an obsessed fan turns into a stalker is the physical aspect. That's when it becomes a stalker.
Do what you gotta do.
5150 is a reference to laws that allow for the detainment of persons experiencing a mental health crisis. Meanwhile, John tells the deputies more dark details about the messages Morgan has been sending.
No, I want 400K for my silence. I'll leave. We had a text exchange about her demanding money and then saying,
See, great example. Cutie is an obsessed fan. If she started tracking where Taylor Swift was going and physically put herself there, then she would be a stalker. There you go. This is a great example. Okay. An obsessed fan could potentially purchase a subscription for $5 to avoid the ads. A stalker would, come to the house to watch the content with his own two eyes. That's the difference in an unwelcome fashion. Now, at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free.
well, I know you're broke, so I'll settle for 20K for my silence.
What is she wanting her silence for?
Well, she's claiming that she'll ruin my reputation.
With serious allegations hanging in the air, deputies must consider all possibilities. Is John trying to get out ahead of the story with a tale of his own, or is Morgan inventing accusations for financial gain? John tells the deputies his
King Henry IV. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Here's the 3-minute ad break now, by the way.
version of what happened.
So I went and knocked on the door. I actually thought she might try to pull some, so I had my phone recording in my back pocket, audio only. She finally answered the door, just soaking wet, like she'd gotten out of the bathtub, towel on, very disoriented. I was like, hey, I'm just checking on you. I saw the posts you made about help me, I need help, I'm not good. We're still just standing in the doorway. And she's like, I don't know, something, my eye. I'm like, trying to look. I'm like, what's going on, right? We have a brief conversation. She slams the door. I leave.
It's a simple enough story, but is it the truth? That's something police must investigate. But first, they want to see exactly what Morgan has been posting online.
Last night at like 2-ish or so in the morning, she sends me some texts. Oh, she's still texting? She's still texting. That's the most recent text. She's trying to say that because of her antics, she's gained more subscribers and is making more money and then demanding 400K. She even sent her bank account screenshot with her routing info and everything. She's saying she wants the money for silence, and then she started posting early this morning around 2 or 3 a.m. photos that apparently that she's taken down that showed that I had physically abused her.
Do you have those photos on here? Can you
they're in the email.
As the deputy reads through the posts, he finds a message in which Morgan references something ominous.
What's this unstoppable army? What is that?
That's what she calls her followers on her social media platform.
Okay.
Police now understand that Morgan's threats have teeth. Her popularity on YouTube gives her a wide audience, and her loyal followers will likely believe any allegations she makes against her ex-boyfriend. John also explains a little more
Bro, what the fuck? She's crazy so far.
about how the situation between them deteriorated so drastically this week.
I had given her till yesterday at noon to be gone. That was the deal that we agreed to via text. She said, okay, fine, I understand, I'll be out. And I said, the other option is that I will have to go down and get an eviction notice filed for you. So you pick. And obviously she didn't like that ultimatum, probably not the smartest thing on my behalf to even state that. But, yeah.
You mentioned here that you contacted the FBI?
Yes, last night.
Last night?
Yes.
Okay. What did the FBI tell you?
They took the report and then they said, call in and report it to local authorities.
Okay.
And I planned to do that this morning, but by the time I woke up, I had already seen all this stuff that she was putting out. So I immediately called as soon as I woke up.
Make no mistake, I do think that the YouTuber lady is fucking crazy, regardless of what the title reveals. Because, like, what are you doing?
Oh, here she just posted again. 400K and I'll shut up. Ask to write the check 2 minutes ago.
John seems to have all the evidence he needs. Nonetheless, the deputy explains that bringing this case to resolution may not be as simple as it appears.
This is my other problem.
Okay.
Talking to her yesterday, she was very adamant of not coming out of the house.
Yes.
And very adamant of me not going into the house.
Okay.
Even if I have probable cause to arrest her for extortion,
Yes.
people's, rights outweigh
Absolutely.
my
You can't
ability to go
barging
in. So I can't go into the house.
Sure.
I can't rip her out of the house, even if she answers the door. Like, there's a threshold there. Like, I
Sure.
can't violate that.
Right.
So if she refuses to come out to talk to me, then I probably won't be able to arrest her today.
Indeed, because of this legal barrier, the
Cause she is a woman, lol. Cause she is a woman, lol. Lolle.
deputy actually discusses with John a few options for getting Morgan out of the house, including potentially having her meet John at a neutral location. As it turns out, however, no ruse is needed. In the following body cam audio, we join the deputies as they make contact with Morgan at the house.
Hey, Morgan, how are you?
I'm okay.
You okay? What's going on today? Nothing? No? There was some posts about you injured your eye? How did that happen? Someone hit you? When did it hit you?
I came back and we're not ready to talk about
Okay.
it yet.
What if you talk to my partner? If you
No,
don't-
I'm just my heart is pounding.
Okay. Well, I would like to talk about that with you, just so we can make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can we come in and talk to you? So that looks pretty, do you have a light? Can I turn the light on?
Sure.
Because Morgan lets the deputies inside willingly, they no longer need a pretense to lure her out of the house.
And when did this happen? You said yesterday after we were here?
Monday.
Oh, it happened on Monday? Do you have your phone? Were you able to call the police?
For what?
Well, I mean, that's a battery. It's not okay to
Well, I feel like I'm making it entice him a little bit.
entice them. Well,
Because I'm still here.
Perhaps sensing that something is off about Morgan's claims, the deputy tries to get more details about the altercation.
Tuesday it happened. So that was yesterday, right? And you said it was after I came out and talked to you yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so he came home. What was the conversation? He was upset about.
Why the he's still here?
Okay. Anything else? It just started with that?
Yeah, just why are you still here? You.
At what
He
point?
just got super frustrated and just came at me.
Morgan tells the deputy that she has a recording that will demonstrate the truth of her claims. She pulls out her phone and plays the evidence for all to hear.
And this is all from yesterday when he was here?
No, when he called me after.
Oh, when he called you. Okay.
Why are you calling me?
You know why?
No, I don't.
No, you do.
No, I don't.
What? It's not the best.
Please tell me.
I was looking at my phone and looking at 911 and should I call them? And so that's why I was calling you. Do I
Did you call them?
No. And I wasn't
What
sure.
are you saying right now, Morgan?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
I
understand
wasn't.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I should. Should I?
Why don't you? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Why would you call them?
What for?
Yeah.
Extremely abusive and threatening me.
What did I threaten you with?
My life.
I did?
The recording doesn't get the deputy any closer to resolving the matter, but it seems Morgan herself is eager to put the whole thing in the past.
He's a nice guy. Like I said, I feel like I enticed him and I'm still here and he doesn't deserve any action.
Yeah.
This was a big mistake.
What was a big mistake?
This whole thing.
Coming here or dating him, or what part was it?
No, the hitting me thing.
Okay.
It was just a big mistake.
Has he ever been
No.
violent with you in the past or
Never.
physical with you?
No, just verbally.
The deputy clearly isn't impressed with Morgan's evidence, but he continues to ask about the altercation and its fallout, warning her to take the matter seriously. Her response shows that there is more to unstoppable Morgan than meets the eye.
It's fine. Everything's fine. He's gone and he's left me alone. And
But what happens if he comes back? Because he does live here. So
I have a gun.
you have a
And I'll
gun?
shoot him. Can I? If he comes in here, I will shoot him. Can I?
Well,
I'm staying.
if you feel like your life is in danger, you do have a right to defend yourself. But
So
I'm not
if he
recommending
knows
that.
Dude, I love cops. Cops are so funny. Like, in the same breath, they'll be like, so how did this happen? Is there domestic violence or not? In the same breath, they'll be like, well, you know, you do have a right to kill the person coming into your house. Like, if you don't believe the domestic violence accusations and you think that she instigated it, then why are you simultaneously saying you should kill the guy? Like, giving them like basically legal permission. It doesn't make any sense. He's playing. It's his house. I know. I'm saying that, like, cop is like, good news. She's not planning on extorting you anymore. It's so funny. He's just, cop's like, hey, listen, lady, I'm in it for the drama. Okay. I play both sides, so I always come out on top. You know, I wasn't with you until you said you're going to have a self-defense style situation.
That you shoot him.
Perhaps realizing that the situation between John and Morgan has the potential to get much worse if left unresolved, the deputy steers the conversation in a different direction.
So did you send him any messages or anything about any money?
Oh, that was a joke. He gave his ex-wife $400,000, so I was joking and said I wanted $400K to leave. It was a joke.
That's a good joke.
Did you tell him that you were joking?
I think he knows.
He knows. How does he know that you were joking?
Wait, how did this guy have 400K? What is happening here? Is this like, okay, here's the thing. Is this like a reveal where she's like a small YouTuber, okay, and she's actually the obsessed fan? And then we find out that the other guy is a much larger YouTuber and he's actually the YouTuber in the title? Much larger YouTuber falls in love with obsessed fan, much smaller YouTuber, instantly regrets it.
By the context of it all?
Well, I read all the messages and I've seen all the posts. They don't seem to be joking.
I know what it looks like, but like he knows.
Leaving aside the question of whether or not the posts were mere jokes, the deputy explains that there are some discrepancies in Morgan's timeline.
What was it that you were referring to about being silent if he paid you the money? You told him that if he paid you the money that you would be silent and just leave. What was that about? About that injury? And that happened yesterday?
Like I said, I'm a little confused.
Okay.
It's like very distraught.
Well, you said that it happened after I would talk to you yesterday.
Yeah.
Some of those messages.
Yes, bro. I know Stone Toss is a Puerto Rican man, and no, he's not living in Japan. He's a Latino living in Japan trying to find himself a white European chick. No, Stone Toss is a Puerto Rican dude living in Texas who presented himself as a white dude. And one time he went to Japan, he was looking for white ladies to have sex with.
Were before yesterday. What were those about being silent and just leaving?
I know that I'm calling.
Morgan doesn't seem to have an answer for this, so the deputy tries to determine why she posted pictures of her black eye to her army of followers.
But when you posted the pictures, was that to imply like that he did those? Is that why you posted them? To hurt him? Is there a specific reason you want to hurt him? You said that he's a nice guy and he's let you stay here. The reason that you posted those to hurt him specifically?
Well, that's something I have to ask myself. And so it's like this tit for tat thing going on right now where he's like, I want to destroy you. And I'm like,
what actions has he done to destroy you?
Threatening to, he said that I need help.
Okay.
And I need to be in a mental institution.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm going to make sure that you get there.
Okay.
And I was like, why would you do that to me and my dogs?
Do you think he's trying to destroy you by saying that you need to maybe get some help?
Do I need help? No.
No.
I am 100% mentally sane.
Okay.
Morgan takes the topic of her mental health off the table, but she lets the deputy know that her anger at John comes from a wellspring of betrayal.
Why do you
Puerto Ricans are S-tier racist operators, all the power of being an American citizen and all the racial ambiguity to be shielded, a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Ridiculous take. Puerto Rican vegan socialist, not true. I mean, Puerto Rican hogs are some of the greatest of all time. I'm Puerto Rican Lamau. I'm Puerto Rican passing as Arab. No. I've seen it with my own two eyes. You guys forget I lived in Miami, okay? I've seen the depths of that hog variant.
You hate him so much.
Because he just tricked me.
How did he trick you?
He just tricked me. He told me everything I ever wanted to hear. And like coerced me to come in here, and then I left, and then he like coerced me to come back. And here we are. I just feel like such a fool. It was just me lied about everything. I wanted a family, and I wanted a baby, and like we were having unprotected, and like he's like, let's not try to have a baby, but let's not try to have a baby, and like he just fooled me.
As dramatic as these details may be, the deputy is more interested in hard evidence of wrongdoing. He makes one last attempt to get the truth about their supposedly violent altercation.
How many
I'm
times
so confused. There's curveballs in either direction here. Like, why did they present this as YouTuber falls in love with obsessed fan, instantly regrets it? If, like, she's not... Everything the guy has said and has presented himself as seemingly makes him look like the victim. And everything she's done so far makes her look like the villain of the story. I don't understand. There's like, we're 20 minutes in and it looks like he's the victim. Is he the YouTuber?
did he come over here yesterday?
No, he didn't come over. He's just been driving past.
So he didn't come over at all yesterday?
Like I said, like I have to look at my phone when it comes to the altercation, but after that, he's been gone.
Will you look at the phone? And
Guys, don't do the why does it lie. Clickbait used to at least like be tangentially related to the part of the story. Okay, it's clickbait if it's the exact opposite. Okay, you could say obsessed fan falls in love with YouTuber, instantly regrets it. That's still a unique and compelling plot point. Okay, that's still very clickbaity. This is literally the exact opposite seemingly of what happened, unless something crazy happened here.
didn't see when the altercation happened? Because yesterday when I talked to you, you didn't have the black eye or anything.
Right.
But now you tell me that he didn't come over here yesterday, so I just...
No, I didn't say that. I feel like I need a lawyer.
You want a lawyer? You don't want to talk to me
I
anymore?
already have one.
Okay.
Morgan is clamming up, but the deputy reveals that he knows more than he's let on thus far.
Would it surprise you to know if I told you that John recorded that conversation because he thought that there might be like some allegations, so he recorded his conversation with you when he came home yesterday?
Okay.
And in the recordings, it doesn't sound like he was being violent or anything.
Right. He is a mastermind. He is so like this guy is like the most. He premeditates everything that he does,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm here. So he's mad about that. I will not just be pushed out.
There's a detailed account of John's recording in the official police report. In that account, it's said that John knocks on the door for approximately 8.5 minutes before Morgan answers. John says he's just checking on her, and Morgan replies that she is good, but her eye is not. Observing that she's all wet, John asks if she slipped in the tub. Morgan says no. John asks her, "Did you slip on the floor?" This time, Morgan says, "Yeah." John attempts to get more information about what happened, but Morgan simply says, "You tell me." The police report notes that the audio conversation is consistent with John's verbal statement. Unfortunately for Morgan, the recording is not consistent with her story of John hitting her. The deputies know that she's been lying to them, and the next step is inevitable.
Do me a favor, ma'am. Go and stand up for me, please. Come on over here.
Why?
Ma'am, please just stand up, okay?
No.
Ma'am, I don't want to do anything.
What are you doing?
Like, just stand up for me, please.
Stop! I have
Just
3
stand up.
dogs.
Okay, I understand that. Hands behind your back.
Wait, what?
No.
Ma'am, relax.
You are not doing this. What are you
Relax.
doing?
Morgan, just relax.
Why?
Cops at one speed, bro. He went from, hey, you can defend yourself with a gun to like, you're actually under arrest. I decided. This is crazy. The cop heard that she has 3 dogs and went to get a shotgun. Yeah, he went feral. It's like, I heard 1 bark. I didn't know there was 3. 3 for the price of 1? Hold on.
Guys, why are you doing this?
So Morgan, I told you I'd explain it to you. All right. So right now, you're being arrested.
Wait, he changed the title? No way.
Stand
3
up.
dogs.
Okay, I understand that.
No, he didn't.
Hands behind your back.
You debated me.
No,
Man, relax.
you are not doing this. What are you
Relax.
doing?
Morgan, just relax.
Why, you guys? Why are you doing this?
So Morgan, I told you I'd explain it to you. All right. So right now, you're being arrested for extortion. Okay.
Extortion?
Extortion. So
Dude, cops are crazy, man. I never, ever would have thought that they would actually follow through on an extortion case. Like, these guys must not have anything else going on. I feel like the way that this is normally presented, like the way that cops normally act like, is that they're just like constantly working. They're overworked.
For the $20,000 comment.
for asking for $400,000 for your silence and for you to leave, right?
All right.
Okay.
It was a joke, but okay.
Well, I didn't think it was a joke. He felt like you were being serious because you asked him several times about it. Okay. So
Okay.
Like, God forbid women have hobbies.
that's where we are right now. Okay.
Extortion.
Morgan spends the next few minutes digesting the reason for her arrest, and when we catch up with her in the back of the police car, she's come to her own conclusions about the situation.
I know what's going on right now.
But he did say that he's been in contact with your brother and.
With my brother that lives in.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Of course he's in contact with my brother. Of course he's in contact with everyone that I know. I fell in love with a stalker. And I know why.
Aw, it's cute. Like, he said the L word. You know what I mean? Like, they obviously advanced to that degree in their relationship. It's very nice to hear about.
This is happening because I know that family owns this town.
Morgan
He's
believes that
monetizing access to the arrest files through a Patreon. Unstoppable Morgan. No
she's the
way.
victim of a powerful conspiracy, and she blames the deputy for his part in her persecution.
And how dare you? And you know what? Go to sleep tonight. Sleep on your pillow and know what you did to this woman. This is exactly what he wanted. And now he has my dogs. Now he has my dogs. Now he has my dogs.
If you want, man, we could call animal control.
No, please, please.
That's awesome, man. Just, again, more. God, you gotta love cops. They have only one speed. He's like, yeah, we'll bring pest control. They'll murder the dogs for you. Okay, don't worry. He won't have the dogs neither. We'll send in animal control. Send those dogs to the pound real quick, ma'am.
Please,
I mean,
no,
if you're concerned with him having your dogs, we could call them and.
No, he'll be good to them. And that's what he wants.
Morgan's emotions run from sadness to anger and back again on the long ride to jail.
Yeah, wave hello and say goodbye.
Your hatred of cops clouds your judgment. Wait, what? Dude, come on. Like, this shit should be handled by like a social worker, a counselor, a mediator, not with handcuffs. She's very obviously mentally ill. What do you mean my judgment is clouded? Like, what are you talking about? She's clearly not mentally well, okay?
Can you please turn this music off?
I can't. What kind of music would you like?
Just nothing at this point. But this is like the worst song ever.
The song in question is Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind.
This is not the song I need to go to jail to. No. Just silence, please. You tricked me.
I tricked you?
I invited you in the house, and I know that if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. You tricked me.
I wasn't trying to trick you, man. I was trying to.
She ain't wrong. That is how cops are.
want to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, and you came inside because you knew that you would only have the authority to arrest me if I either crossed the threshold or I let you in. You tricked me. I hope this is meeting your quota.
We don't have to go to this.
Damn,
Yeah,
she's ACAB.
yes, you do.
She's ACAB. She's ACAB, bro. Let's go.
One of my best friends is a police officer. Yes, you do.
Never
And he
mind. She's not ACAB. I take it back. Very quickly. Okay. Never mind. Turns out she's not ACAB. Okay. Very quick. Very quick turn on that.
Loves to deny that.
Perhaps unsatisfied with how that exchange went, Morgan turns her attention to another source of her troubles.
What is your occupation?
Oh God, I hate saying that. Oh God, I hate saying that word. No. YouTuber, I guess. Leave it up to YouTube, you know? Leave it up to YouTube. This is like my last straw. Like, every person that I meet on YouTube is the most up piece of like, leave it up to YouTube.
Morgan may be having second thoughts about dating her fans, but it isn't long before she turns her bitterness back to the deputy.
So all along when you walked in the door, you already knew?
I was trying to figure out what
Yeah, he did. That's what cops do.
was going on.
Like, all those questions and, like, acting like you cared.
I do care, man.
That was just all, that was all just a game.
Trying to figure out what happened to your eye. I was trying to figure out,
Right,
after
and like,
that happened, what happened, why you didn't call the police,
like, be a human for a second. Like, you know how crazy women can get. And I was yelling, and I know what I'm doing. And, like, I don't think that I would have done what he had done had I not been doing what I was doing.
Morgan's explanation seems to assign equal blame, which makes it all the more difficult for her to see any justification for her arrest.
So he just called you, and this is how much pull he has?
No, ma'am. He called and explained your guys' relationship to us, everything that's been going on, the text messages between you two, the concern about the money.
Okay. All I know is that I was standing in the doorway of the garage, and he went nuts, and then I locked the door.
Morgan sticks to her story as it relates to the altercation, and she maintains that her posts are not as incendiary as they seem.
For the record, it was a joke, okay? It was a joke. And I thought that I had privacy to my own platform, and I even blocked him on there. Like, the fact that he even saw that, he must have created, like, a new screen name or something. Like, it was a joke.
Morgan's story has no effect on her circumstances, so she focuses instead on her immediate environment.
Would you mind turning the air on, or at least letting the window down?
Turning it on?
Yeah, just like, or at least let the window down or something. Well, that doesn't work. Where is it blowing?
Maybe top.
That needs some modification.
Morgan clearly isn't happy about her accommodations, but she hasn't lost her sense of humor completely, as we see in this comical exchange.
Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah.
What's your biggest one?
The one on my back? I don't know. What kind of question is that?
I just-
One in my crack.
I just need
You want to see it?
I just need a list of tattoo.
Yeah.
Some people have a
the
lot.
one in my crack says the world is my oyster in my crack. It's 100% true. You want to see it? Okay. No, I'm not. Worst tattoo.
Wait, is she being for real? She literally has a "world is my oyster" in her ass crack? What is happening? Dude, she's great. I don't know what else to say. She's fucking great.
I ever got.
She also reveals that this isn't her first run-in with the law.
I have assaulting a police officer on my record.
Yo, what the
10
fuck?
years ago. I don't want to say the same scenario, but like I drove drunk and I purposely rammed a car with my Bronco because she was driving too slow. And then I went back home, and then the police officers came to my house, and I had this like dog fence up.
Yo, this is the most insane woman of all time. She's mental because YouTube is the hardest job. Yeah, it turns out Twitch streaming is not the hardest job. YouTubering is the hardest job.
And he like tripped and fell over it. Yeah, he like tripped and fell over the dog fence, and then he claimed that I assaulted him.
If Morgan is able to see the funny side of her troubles, her sense of humor vanishes when the deputy tells her that John is taking out a protection order against her.
Protection order? Over what? Hold up. I protected him.
But this mild display of anger is nothing compared to what we see inside the sheriff's office when Morgan realizes that police intend to comb through her cell phones.
Do you give me consent to go through your phone to acquire that information related to this case?
No.
Okay.
Go through my phone for, excuse me?
For the text messages, the conversations, the things that you're posting about, do you give me consent to do that?
I feel like I need a lawyer.
Okay. It's just yes or no.
Nope. She said the magic words. Uh-oh. Guys are like, oh, I just need a yes or no.
Oh.
Okay.
In this scenario,
Lawyer up, dumbass. What are you doing?
requesting a passcode instead of a fingerprint or face scan is seen as testimonial under the Fifth Amendment. While courts differ on this, the Supreme Court has yet to address it directly.
That's insane.
It's advised not to share passcodes to protect one's Fifth Amendment rights. However, under the Fourth Amendment, searching a phone without consent or a warrant is generally deemed unreasonable. Law enforcement must obtain a warrant based on probable cause for a phone search without consent.
Well, you can log on there if you want to.
But we're going to download it all.
Okay, I will help you do that.
I just asked
I
if
can
you...
sign on to Patreon right now and you can see the post if that's what you need. Like, log on. I gave you my
I
phone
can't-
password.
You did, and I can't download them here. I have to take them
What
upstairs.
do you mean download? Like, I'll send it. I'll send it to you.
We're just going to download everything off that phone.
You
for the case.
cannot. There's over 6,000 videos.
Okay.
on that.
We're only going to be getting the videos that are related to this
No,
case,
you're
not
not.
all your other videos of your YouTube.
But there
and
are no
stuff.
videos. It's a post. And
Okay.
so I was telling you, if you open my phone right now, we can screenshot the Patreon message. The post that I put on Patreon, we can screenshot it. It has
Wait, she posted on Patreon about her, like, oh my God, she's so crazy. What the fuck?
nothing to do with videos. It has nothing to do with photos.
I'm just going to apply for a search warrant for those things at this point.
Right. Of course you
So,
would.
yeah, okay. So
Because
once
we both know who you are.
once they're downloaded, then you can go through the process of getting
Download
them
it.
back.
There's nothing to download. It's a post on Patreon.
You need to relax.
Okay.
Officials at the detention center administer a breathalyzer test for safety reasons. Morgan blows a .303, indicating severe impairment. In a video uploaded to her Patreon 8 days later, Morgan said, quote, "I like the idea of living a 100% sober life, so if this is what it took to get me here, then I'm grateful." Despite all the emotion of the day, the Washoe County District Attorney's Office decided later that month not to pursue the charges against Unstoppable.
Bro, this was the worst title I've ever seen. .303 is wild. So it turns out the dude wasn't a fucking fan at all. Was he even a fan?
Don't ever say, pay me 400K. The max it'll get you is 20. The max it'll get you is 20. The max it'll get you is 20. Don't ever say, pay me 400K.
He has a new channel now if you'd like to watch her make a burger 3 months ago.
Log on. Oh, it's public. I think it's still going. Oh, buddy, you want me to lift you up? Want to sit up here? Woo. Since Bougie stole your bed. Okay. Just a little bit more.
Imagine what great things people will be doing with PCs in 30 years. Bill Gates. Dude, what the fuck? Bro, I just want to know what happened with the dogs. We just saw him. She has the dog still. I think that I was just kidding. I was just being a little gal can a lady have hobbies defense worked. It probably, my assessment is she's very clearly mentally not stable. Duh, she is a YouTuber after all, and a YouTube live streamer. And the ex-boyfriend probably felt bad and didn't want her to go to jail for fucking being just a little unhinged.